Final one of the day, we got Covert Gaming versus Shade Gaming, or Covert Esports, I should say, versus Shade Gaming. So anybody can come out on top of this, and I really think it's just going to be a bloodfest right at the beginning, from start to finish. Both these teams are just going to want to slay each other out to the max, and whoever comes out on top is just going to be the one that outslays the other team. That's really all it's going to be about. Spawns aren't as shaky on this map as other maps. You can definitely, if you sit in the back, you will have spawns. If you have more than one guy in the back, you will have spawns. That's just the bottom line for this map. So we're hopping on board with Shade already with the Nizekoi. I don't know exactly how to say his name, but I'm just gonna call him Niz. But Base God J already starting off with the kill. He's gonna get traded out though. Trades happening all around the hardpoint, but so far Covert looking pretty good here at the beginning. We're on board with Zertz here, who's watching a door that nobody's gonna come out of, except for his own teammate. So they're holding down the hardpoint pretty well here. Herp is gonna be shot in the side there, not able to get anything going for him. Just really, it just seems like Zertz and crew are just outslaying the competition at this point. And you see already Nize is just gonna have to play for these next spawns. He's gonna spot eyes on Base God J, but Jay's just absolutely gonna shred him out. 5-1 at the beginning. What a start for him. It looks like he just died. That was his first kill of this life, so he was getting pretty close to streaks, but regardless, he's starting off really well. And he's getting some information for his teammates on where these players are spawning. And you see they have control over this hill, and he got Zertz, the Sog, and Hill. Not able to do much though. He pushed out just a little bit too far, but regardless, you got Delays, who's gonna get the hit on loan, and that's gonna give him streaks right off the bat here. And oh my god, the only thing shutting him down right now is his own teammate. Oh my goodness, I cannot stress it enough. The way that this team is playing right now inside this hardpoint is absolutely phenomenal. If they can keep this up, there's no doubt that they can win this game here. And you see already, just they're up by about 30 points. That's about half a hill, and there's only about 17 seconds left on this hard point. So now the rotations are going to come into play, and you see Base God Instinct winning his first rotation gun battle there. That's going to give him a good opportunity to get something rolling here on this next hill. So now here we go. He's going to be shot in the back though, unfortunately. He probably should have played up a little bit closer there, but I think him playing up too close there forced his teammates to spawn where he was located. So now that's going to give Shade an opportunity to prove what they're worth here, and let's hop on board with them. We got Renegon here in the front of line, but God Delay's already using his streaks, but Renegon staying alive in these vents, but not able to get much more going than that. But another guy comes out of vents. He's gonna be shut down as well, and Base God Delays, I mean not Base God, God Delays 10-3 at the beginning of this game, trying to get more here, but not able to do so, as Squiggly Lines, I have not seen a gamer tag like this before. His name is literally Squiggly Lines ZZ. For whatever reason, he's using a Iron Sight Maddox. Pretty interesting choice from him. I've seen people do really good with it, but I've seen people just miss their shots because it doesn't seem as consistent. But look at this man. He's just shredding out the competition, and if he spots out this player here as well, that'll be very excellent. Not able to do so though, as Mythic actually gets 3 kills with a nade, 1 unfortunately on his teammate, and Shade's actually going to get a really close spawn. This could be a very good opportunity for them to get some points on the board here. You know, this game's just an absolute bloodbath so far. No one really having a distinct advantage so far, but it's just a trade fest at this point. Whoever can get these trades more is going to win this game. Nize in control over this window side. Looking pretty strong here. I believe that was a crash used from the side of Covert, so they're looking to get things popping on this hill. And this is one of those hills that, you know, goes really back and forth, but at any point, if you have control over this hill, you have control over the game, basically. So Base God Delays continuing out this slaying. He's 11-6, spotting out another kill there. Base God J 15-8 as well, and Delays is just going to keep on getting these kills up here. Faking out kill cams and everything here. He's still got streaks to utilize as well. I'm curious to see when he's going to start using this drone squad, because normally people use it like right off the rip. But he's putting some shots on the herp there. His shot's not as crispy with this Maddox, but still he was able to get that kill there. But now he's trying to spot out this kill as well. He could actually stack up on streaks as well, so it'd be interesting to see if he does that. But it looks like he might be tagged on the side. No, he will not actually. So somehow staying alive in this hardpoint. I mean, this guy's just going off. He's on a 4-kill spree so far, so trying to make it more here. And 140 off of streaks, not able to get anything, though, as Squiggly Lines was able to get that kill there. And I mean, just the aggression from Covert. And after that hill, a little bit of shaky shots from Lone. After that hill there, that's going to give him a commanding lead going into this middle hardpoint. This really back and forth hill. You see Neze trying to set up in this window. He's able to spot out not even 1 kill. And so he's just shut down. And you see, I'm a herp. He needs to start doing something for his team. He's 7-17. Just the slaying power not really there, as well as Covert's just shredding right now. I mean, literally nobody's negative on their side. You got Base got nobody's even even. Literally everybody's positive for their team right now. You got Base got J, who's 18-10, Zertz, who's 11-6. Elays, I keep on saying delays because of his name, but it's Elays, who has streaks to utilize. Instinct, who's got streaks to utilize. I mean, everybody just playing insane, out of their minds for the side of Covert, and they're already set up for this new hardpoint as well. So you see, they call out the drone squad as well, so that's going to give him a little bit of an advantage there. He's able to spot out 1 with that drone squad as well, and he's going to save that Hellstorm for later, preferably next hardpoint, because that next hill can prove to be a swing hill. So if the other team has control over it, he just call-ins that little streak, and then that's just a rip to the other team. So Zertz is playing in this back spawn area, trying to play spawns, but he doesn't realize that there's people all around him. He's going to be able to get that kill there on Neze, but oh, he's actually spotting out another one. Runs out of ammo, though. The only thing shutting him down is his ammo. He's getting shot in the back, able to stay alive, getting that kill on hill, and he's shredding with this Maddox right now. I mean, those are excellent shots from him right there. He's trying to spot out this player inside the hill as well, Renegon. Who's actually going to be shut down from the Zertz. I believe that was, no, it was Mythic, who was able to get the kill there on him. And just barely, Zertz just needs to stay alive at this point. He's got teammates all around him, but he's able to get that kill regardless. So Covert looking very strong in this hardpoint so far, but it's going to come down this rotation. He loses that scrap time, but that scrap time means nothing to where this rotation is going to be. And Lone Boy is the only one here for the side of Shade that could potentially stop this push from Covert. And you see the, it looks like they called in a War Machine, but that unfortunately didn't do anything for the side of Covert. But now here's the Hellstorm that we were talking about. I'm not able to connect with anybody. It does force people outside of the hill. That's going to give Covert an opportunity to push up a little bit further to this hard point. So now they're going to try and break this hill. You got Zertz, who could potentially use a gravity spike here shortly. Probably not on this hill because they have control over it, and a strong control of that. And you see 3 kills now in favor of them. They're just outslaying the competition at this point. And you see now the Tempest being wasted there for the side of Shade. And now, I mean, you just need to start something if you're Shade. We haven't, they're not, I don't count them out yet. They aren't out of it, but at this point, it's looking very bad for them. They really need to get something going, and this next hill is one of those swing hills where maybe you can get something going, but it's, I mean, it's going to be very difficult. And you see the Hellstorm coming in from Instinct. That is his only streak, so now no streaks for the side of Covert to utilize. And this could be it. As long as you keep on shutting down these players off of streaks, this could lead to potentially a lead change for Shade. But just like that, Base God Chase shuts it down completely. And what a play from him. He's able to get one, but unfortunately gets shut down there from Renegon, who's going to be Tempest, unfortunately, there. And still Covert's just controlling this hardpoint with ease. And now the Crash being utilized as well. And they can win it off of this hardpoint here. And, I mean, really all Shade needs to do is contest for like a second. But now Zertz has streaks to utilize as well. And it's going to be extremely hard as he's going to call in these streaks as well. He's going to slow it down. Knows where the spawn is as well. It's going to give him a lightning strike to utilize as well. And now no one here to contest this hardpoint. Drone squad now as well. And actually that stun might have stopped them, but no, it did not. just like that, Covert Gaming will win, or Covert Esports will win map number 1 in a demanding, commanding fashion. I mean, that's just absolutely insane. I did not think that they were going to win by this much. I mean, I expected them to come in hot, but, I mean, just the way that they were performing is absolutely insane. So let's check it. Let's check out that scoreboard to see what was popping and who was the people to look out for in this game. As soon as it loads up, of course. So we got the stats. Base God Instinct on top of the leaderboards for the side of the Covert Esports. 36-19 from him with 70 seconds in hill. But look at the hill time from Zerts and Base God J playing their lives. And, I mean, he's got 32-16. Double positive for him. Enough said about that. But 31-9. And I saw this out of the corner of my eye, and I just had to pay attention to it. 31-9. That is absolutely insane. I mean, that's over triple positive. And, I mean, if you're going triple positive instead of a hard point, I do not think there's a slim chance you're going to win that 9 times out of 10. There's a slim chance you're going to lose it. So, just absolutely slaying out. Mythic, the last one to look at here. 29-19 from him. Elaze, I saw him go off multiple times. He's looking pretty good. But who to look out for on the Shade team is Squiggly Lines. I was looking at him at one point inside that game, and I mean, he was shredding this other team. And I mean, he had 4,500 damage. His kills don't add up to it, but still the damage is enough to prove. We're back with the NGE League. We got Covert Gaming versus Shade Gaming in this series here. Both teams looked very strong inside that hard point, but overall Covert was just looking even better. And just like the way that they were able to slay out going into this S&D, especially frequency, they're looking very, very strong. And I expect them to do really, really well here. It looks like it's going to be a B push. We don't normally, well, okay, middle push. We don't normally see B pushes, especially off the rip on this map. But you see already just 3 people inside that circle area for the side of Covert. So a little interesting there. Now you have the logos mixed up. I don't know why I did that, but there you go. Yeah, that looks a lot better. All right, there you go. Sorry about that, but already 4 versus 4. Shade. They were able to get that first blood there. It looks like they actually are going to go to B, but Base God Instinct's able to get that kill on the bomb, and that's going to be very, very big for them. But the trade's coming into play, so now it's going to be a 2 versus 3 as Elaze was able to get that kill there on Squiggly Lines. One of those players to look out for the side of Shade, and a good kill there from Nizez, so that's going to give him a good advantage here. And he's not going to get chased as well, so both these players playing together, whereas if you look on the other side, they're not playing together, and just like that, Elaze was caught off guard, and Zerts is now going to be remaining in the 1 versus 2 scenario, but he does have the bomb to look at here, and look at that, he knows where both these players are located, and this is exactly what you like to see. What exactly? Okay, I mean, I thought it was going to be good. I mean, he had the opportunity. Oh my goodness, if he just turned to the left. He's going to be hurting himself for that one. Just so unfortunate for him. If he just turned to the left 1 inch and saw both of them there on the bomb, he had the easiest 2-piece in the world. A little bit unfortunate for him, but regardless, what a way to start it. After losing that hard point in a very bad fashion, like, I mean, it was kind of depressing looking at that hard point with how bad they were just getting destroyed there. But what a way to come back, winning that first round there. But you have to continue it. It's not about that first round. It's about that second round. It's about that third round. Winning back-to-back rounds. It's about all of that. As long as you can do that, you can continue a streak, and I mean, you can be unbeatable at that point. And you see these players being very, very aggressive here on this circle area. Squiggly Lines already falling down. Renegon as well falling down. So now it's going to be a 3 versus 3 scenario. It's looking pretty good for Covert here as they have full A control, and so they're actually going to get this bomb planted as well. And so they're looking really strong here. Looks like Herb is actually going to get a kill there on Instinct, so that's going to leave Zerts and Base God J in a 2 versus 3 scenario. So definitely doable. He's getting tagged up a little bit. Gotta play his life. You do not want to go down here, and it looks like Herb is going to be able to pick up another one. So now it's up to Zerts in a 1 versus 3 scenario. and he's going to be tagged in the back. And just like that, Herp going off right now, and he's on a 3-kill spree, and I got all 3 of those kills this round, and that is what you like to see. Is Shade continues their stream of success, this time going up 2-0 in S&D.
Good job, Black Ops. Do it again.
So right now, Shade are showing us that they're the better S&D players so far. You got Rinnegan getting the play of the game here with this 2-piece. I mean, they started off really well there, but like right after you got that 2-piece, a 2-piece came in from the other side. I believe it was Zertz who got that. So, I mean,
destroy the objective.
Though they had that advantage at the beginning, they really need to make more use of that, and it looks like they're actually going to go for a B push. I mean, I said that it would be crazy if they went B, but apparently they are, and so this is actually going to catch Elazed off guard here. I mean, not Elazed, Instinct off guard here. I was thinking that it was the last player, and I think he notices this now. He's able to get one. He could potentially get the second, but not able to do so as Squiggly Lines was able to pick up that kill there. Still using this this gun without a sight on it. I mean, I'm not for it. I really cannot use it for beans at all. But you see Shade's down by 1 life here. Covert have that guy, have that extra man advantage, and that bomb is down as well. And what a play. What a play with that grapple hook to go up above that. It didn't work out for him, but still the thought process was there of that opportunity, and they were able to get that bomb away as well with that distraction. But Base God J is going to get that kill there on Herb. That's going to shut him off the streaks, and Base God J, man, calm down. That's a 2-piece from him, and that's going to give Covert their first round win of this game. And we're going to see it here on this thing with that camo. It looks very beautiful. And gets that kill there and peeks over here and just right away taking down that player of Shade. Just barely getting out with his life as well. So a very excellent kill there from him to allow his team to win that round. And so now we're going to just continue to keep on board with them. And it looks like they're actually going to push B. Oh, really weird. I mean, oh, a sniper from Herp. I was about to say, I'm like, I don't really like the B pushes, but that snipe right there is really securing Shade this round win. I mean, they're already up by 2 lives right there, and all you have to do is just, you don't even have to peek up. I mean, the bomb's down in a terrible spot. Even though that they don't realize it, at this point, just play your lives. You don't need to know that that bomb's down in order to play your life. All you have to do is just try and spot for information, try and find out where these players are located. And it's just not really looking good for the side of Covert here. So Elise is going to get that kill there on Squiggly Lines. So that's going to give Shade knowledge about where these players are located. I believe Rinnegan did spot out that that bomb is down, but I'm not completely sure. Maybe Lone Boy did it here. But this is really, I mean, Covert had a bad play of just not picking up that bomb before they were able to get out. So it looks like Nize is going to get a kill there on Elise, and now it's up to Zertz, who's going to fall down there to Rinnegan. So just like that, Covert fall and Shade prevail. 3-1 the scoreline here for Shade, and they really needed to bounce back after that last game. I know I've said it before, but this is really how you want to see it. They get a dominating win here in S&D. That's the way to lead into that control. It's going to give them the idea that, sheesh, maybe we can lose this control. Not Shade, but it's going to give control, I mean, Covert, that idea that maybe they're going to lose. So I'm interested to see how they continue out after winning these past couple rounds, these 3 rounds. And you see Squiggly Lines able to get that first blood there, but Base God J comes back with a blood of his own. So now it's going to make this a 4 versus 4 scenario. Just everybody trying to play their lives at this point. No one wants to overpeak anything. You see Nize's playing by himself, whereas all the rest of these players playing B. Looks like Squiggly Lines able to get that kill there on Elise. Absolutely snapped on him, but looks like Instinct's able to get that kill there on Lone Boy. Everybody kind of spotting out, playing their lives. They do not want to offer up any kills here. And just like that, Instinct's able to get that kill there. And now it's up to Nize and Rinnegan here in a 2 versus 3 scenario. Putting some shots into one player there. Those are kills that you need to obtain, and you're not able to obtain it. And just like that, Nize's the last one remaining, and it's going to be very, very difficult for him to do it, as he's going to be pinched to the max there. And just like that, Covert's able to win their second round of this game. And they're going to give Instinct this bomb defusal so he can get closer to these streaks. Hopefully he doesn't drop it. Alright, he got it, but he was looking scary there. I don't know. But yeah, that was a big run for Covert. They really needed to win that one. They do not want to go down 4 rounds to 1. If they go down 4 rounds to 1, I mean, at that point you're basically offering like a free win, basically. I mean, yeah, 2 more rounds are so much easier to obtain than 3 rounds. And ooh, a little extra body shooting there. I don't know about that, but here we're gonna hop on board with Covert to see how they
Destroy the objective.
how they utilize this little advantage that they were given. It looks like they used a no, the other team, Shade used a crash, so that's gonna give them an extra bit of health boost. And you see, it didn't really work out for Herp there, but it is gonna work out for Lone Boy there, who's able to get that kill. And so now 2 kills now in favor of Shade, but just like that, 2 members of Covert fall, and that's gonna force Shade in a 2 versus 3 scenario. This player still has extra health, squiggly lines, but he's shut down, and just like that, already Renegon, the last one remaining for this side of Shade. He's got a SOG to do this, and a plan, so, yo, oh my gosh. I thought he was going to go for like a ninja defuse there, but unfortunately he didn't. Just like that, Covert's able to win that round as well, so they're still looking very, very strong. I do not see I don't see Covert really faltering here. Their pushes are really, although they're really exaggerated, they're really well put together. They have 2 members always together at any given moment, besides like 1 player who's playing mid. Alright, you got the 1 player who's playing mid, and then just everybody else just kind of does their own little things. See, squiggly lines that player in mid. He's able to get that first blood there, and that's going to give him the advantage already. And it looks like a little bit of lag there coming in from Nize. Hopefully it's just on our part there, not his. I like to keep these games as fair as possible. Looks like this player's just shooting all over the place. He's got to reload though. Base got Instinct. He's going to get that kill there, and that's going to give Covert a very good advantage because that bomb is down. Now Niza really just, I mean, that player's just going to keep on jiggle peeking. But no kill being established, and right as soon as he gives it up, that's when he peeks, and I mean, what amazing timing from him. But squiggly lines! Oh my goodness, squiggly lines! No way!
1 hostile remains.
He got those 2 kills there, and that's going to give him an advantage. He calls out where the last player is as well, so now it's up to Base Scott J, who's going to be shut down, and just like that, Lone Boy picks him up, and like that, Shade bouncing back. Covert had that advantage, but just like that, it's shut down, and now Shade have the opportunity to take the upper hand, and here we're going to see it again. The Iron Sight Maddox player able to get both those kills and shut those players down off of streaks as well. So, I mean, it's not looking good for the side of Covert, as only 2 more rounds is all Shade needs to do in order to win this game. But let's hop on board with Covert to see how they regain after that round. I mean, that was a very, very big round for the side of Shade. They really do not want to go down and lose the advantage that they were given from the start. And you see, it looks like the callouts being in place there. Herb gets the call out of where these players are located. Nize is going to get the kill there on Mythic. I don't think I've ever said his name. Actually, Mythic. I'm sorry, but he's 2 and 8. So, I mean, unfortunate. Lone Boy's going to get that kill there on Alaze, and that's a very big kill. We saw Alaze go off last game, so a very big kill there, but you got to get rid of Base Scott J. That's just one of those players that, you know, he can win his one-on-one gunfights super easily as long as you just give, if you falter even a little bit, he's going to win that gunfight. So now, Shade, we're up by 2 lives, but just like that, Zertz was able to get a kill, and now they're only up by 1 more life. Base Scott J is going to get that kill on Renegon, so now it's going to be up to Lone Boy, Nize, and Herp here in a 3 versus 3 scenario. I thought Lone Boy was going to go for a little bit of a flank here, but it looks like Nize is going to be shut down there. Gets a little bit of bullets into him, but not able to finish out the kill. And so just like that, now it's Herp and Lone Boy, and you see they're split up. Everybody's just really split up, but Base God J is able to get that kill there. Oh, and another one as well, and I hope we see this again, because this man's just insane. I mean, literally, if you falter even a little bit, if you miss one bullet, you're gonna lose this gunfight every single time. And here you go. Gets the player going up to the window and gets the player off of the pre-aim. And look at that, only one bullet hit into him, and that's the faltering that you need for Base God J to win that gunfight. So now Shade really need to do. I've never seen that spawn before. I've never seen someone spawn behind that pillar. That's so weird. But
Bomb acquired.
now it looks like it's going to be a circle push for the bomb carrier Squiggly. I mean, it would have been a very cool thing to see him go in there. Oh, actually a vision pulse being utilized here. I believe that is from the side of Shade. Oh, let me see. Who is it? No, it was actually Base God J who used that one there. He was able to get one kill with that on Rinnegan, but unfortunately Rinnegan was able to take one down with him as well. And that bomb is going to be down in a bad spot, though, unfortunately. Actually, it's not in a bad spot. It is in a bad spot. Hold on. Base God J. He knows exactly where this bomb is located, and he's standing right on top of it. So this is not good for the side of Shade whatsoever. They have to get a retake, and this is like basically playing an offensive round. Squiggly putting a bullet into his player. They're absolutely cracked right now trying to win this round here, and you see they're all just playing together right now, but that bomb is down in a terrible spot, and you see he's telling everybody where it's at, and they're just playing all over this bomb, so they have to play a retake. Looks like Herb is able to get one, and Elise is going to be shut down, but Base God J's the guy you gotta get. He's able to get one. He's able to get two. Now he's got a Hellstorm to utilize as well. Now the 1 versus 1 situation, and he does not have time to get that bomb down. And Base God J is going to run away, and just like that, Base God J single-handedly winning his team this round. And it's going to show that again. I can almost guarantee you it's going to show it again. Just the plays from Base God J, he's showing that he is the better S&D player right now. Just absolutely shredding right now. Getting the first blood there, well, the first kill there, and getting the second one as well. And I mean, what a way to stay alive as well. That's going to allow him to obtain streaks. And I mean, streaks on this map, I don't really see them as useful as other maps, such as like Arsenal or somewhere where it's like an open area. And B is really the only place where it's really open area, and actually they're going to go for a B push. That's a bad idea. Oh man, and so he's already going to call in his streaks. He's going to catch Rinnegan out here. Actually, he's not going to finish out the kill, so a waste of a streak there, but he does have 35 points. If he gets one more kill, he's got basically streaks to utilize again. And so now they have extra health as well, so there's, I mean, you're basically favored to win this round, unless if Shade's got something in their back pocket to use. It looks like only Grav Slam that they have to utilize. You see Squiggly Lines already getting that first blood there, and the Lightning Strike as well, now coming in from the side of Base God J, and now he's going to ping this one, call out where these players are located, and he's actually going to call that one in as well, fully. Not able to connect with anybody. Close to getting that drone squad, but not there yet. And now, yet again, Shade have to play for a retake. Looks like Squiggly Lines trying to get a kill with this Grav Slam here. He's not going to the right location, though. Looks like Elise is going to get that kill there on Rinnegan, so maybe a little bit of a misplay there of going to that location. And he's just cracked, man. He's shooting his teammates. He's shooting everybody at this point. And so now someone's got to hop on this, and the Grav Slam comes in, and that's actually going to be it. So we're going to a 5-5. Game 2, round 5. Game 2, round 11. I don't know. I'm cracked at this point, man. What is it, like 3:11 a.m. and I'm all over the place here, man. But the round 11, we've seen plenty of them inside this league so far. But here we're gonna see the play from Squiggly Lines yet again. It's really those specialists that set people apart in these games. I mean, no one's expected to lose that right there. At that point, no one's expected to lose that round if you have 3 people playing the same area. But it's just those specialists that come in that ruin it for you. And so now, the round 11 is going to come into play, and we got Shade on offense here, who's going to be very aggressive here on that middle push. Looking really interesting. And what a big kill there. Base God J is able to get hurt, but just like that, Base God J, the best player on this covert team, is shut down. And it looks like more kills being in place. Mythic's able to get a kill there. And oh my god, Mythic! Certs! No way! No way, he just costed. He gets 2 kills there on his own team. I mean, that is just something you do not want to see. Oh, but just like that, Base God instance, regardless of anything that happened in that last round, Mythic bouncing from 2-10 to 4-10 in a matter of seconds, to Zert's getting 2 kills on his own teammates. Oh man, that's just an F. That's just an F in chat right there for that. But regardless, they were able to come out on top of the win there. So Covert Gaming looking very strong in these games so far, and all I gotta say is Base God J, I mean, he's going off right now. What a series that he's having right now. I mean, for that game, 17-6 from him. allow the other team to set up around this A position completely, but you see they're doing a good job at slaying around it. So only a couple lives being in play there, a couple of lives wasted. Regardless, though, kills really going back and forth. And now it's going in the favor of Shade, just trading back and forth. It's really hard to hold this area here. You see Mythic able to get a 2-piece there with that nade as well. Just going back and forth with everything, and so Mythic just holding down this area. He's going to be tagged in the back, though. Nize getting turned on, though, from Lays, and so now they got 2 ticks, and they could potentially win it here. They could be the first team to win it off of the B. And you see Herp, the only one here. He's got to contest. He's going to be able to do it. Oh, Lays wasn't able to finish off the kill. Now he's going to be able to finish it. But you see it's going to allow Shade to push up a little bit more than the other team really wants at this point. And you see the kills very, very even. And if Shade comes out on top of these gun battles here, it's going to be very difficult for Covert. But just like that, Covert's able to win those gunfights there. And I mean, what good plays from them. They're able to win those close range gunfights. And I mean, this control is looking very, very interesting because now we're tied at 1-1. And oh man. You see, Base God J. I mean, all it took was for me to call him out, and now he's turning up, so. I mean, he's able to get that best play there as well, so. He's looking pretty good. 7-8 now, after being like 2-5 or something like that. I don't know, it wasn't looking very good, but you see Lone Boy does have streaks to utilize as well, so they're going to go for A here, which is very, very good. You do not want to capture B when you have streaks, because it's you can't really use streaks on this A capture point. You can just set up easily around it. But a Lone Boy not able to do much there. You see squiggly lines, the front line for offense here. He's able to get 2 there as well. And so now he's trying to find out more. Not able to get those kills. It gets caught reloading there. But it looks like most of these gun battles are going in favor of Covert. Like as of recent. But Shade's still doing a good job of just controlling this this point pretty well. Really, the reason why I'm saying that they're doing a good job at controlling this point is that they haven't allowed a lot of time to be utilized on that point, but at the same time, they haven't offered up a lot of lives to Shade. And so now, it's going to come down to the B capture point. Anybody can win it here now. And you got Shade, who is up 2 kills there. Make that only 1 now, as Base God J is able to get that nutty angle. You see squiggly lines getting shut down there, as Lays was able to get a 2-piece before getting fallen. And so that's going to give him an advantage on lives. And so now it's going to be up to Shade. They need to do something now if they want to win this game. And you see it's really going to be up to, oh, actually Nize was able to obtain streaks. So now they have 2 people with streaks, and I don't think they can lose it at this point. It depends on how much they want to offer. Base got instinct. Oh my god. He's just absolutely insane. He was going off there. And I mean, I just don't see Shade losing at this point. I mean, they have 3 streaks to utilize, and you see Lone Boy has 2 of them here. I was trying to spot out this player, and he's just shooting all over the place, not able to find out that player. Now he's finally able to find him, but not able to win the gunfight. So just like that, bloodbath going all over the place. So it's going to come down to lives. I don't think anybody's going to get the full advantage here. You see Mythic's able to get 2, and oh my god, he just got destroyed. Lays just got railed off the map. And now it's 7-7. And Covert need to do something, and now Squiggly's got a grab slam. Oh, but no more lives remaining for either team, so now it's going to come down to an S&D battle. Plenty of time on the scoreboard, so you can honestly just play your life at this point. But you see just Shade keep on pushing and pushing and pushing. And just like that, Squiggly Lines is going to be shut down off of his grab slam, so he's not going to be able to use that. That's going to cost him quite a bit here as Shade now. They are tied for kills, but well, actually no, Covert's up by 1. And they did pop the extra health, which is going to give him an extra an advantage here, and that's going to give him the win there. So Covert looking really strong on that defense, and I believe that's the first offense that the team has lost. So it's not looking good for the side of Shade now, as Covert does take that win. And, I mean, really, at that point, there was no reason Shade should have lost that. I mean, you have to play those streaks. Like, at that point, you need to go up. You need to not lose that round. And since they lost that round, now, I mean, if the side of... What is that? If the side of Covert go for B first, which they are doing, or pushing mid, if they get B first, no streaks are going to be able to find any kills. Maybe like 1 or 2 at most, with 3, I would say. And so that's going to be very, very difficult for the side of Shade. And actually, it looks like they're going to go for A push. I don't know how I feel about that, but I mean, you don't really know. It's just really about your advantage at the time. And you see Zertz is able to get a point here nearly by himself. He's got one other guy here with him, but I believe, who's that? It's a Renegon, or Elazed, I mean. Here at the front line for attack. And you see kills just all going in favor of Covert. It's not looking good for the side of Shade whatsoever here. They can't use any streaks, but at this point you just gotta play your life. You gotta back up, just give up A. And you see they're just pushing one by one by one by one by one. They're not pushing together. And it's just giving Covert lives and lives. Yeah, you may be able to get one, but with the amount of people who are dying, and look at this flank actually. Hold up. Oh no. Oh no. Herp's gotta win that. I mean, I'm sorry, but Herp's just gotta win that. I mean, I don't even know if that was a game thing or just a him thing, but that was just one of those gunfights you just gotta win. And so, just like that, regardless though, him in that flank is gonna put Covert out of position though. So Shade have an opportunity here to get a couple lives off of Covert, but they're just playing all around this hard point. I mean, this control point. You see Squiggly Lines barely playing his life, but challenging just a little bit too early. Unfortunately, it looks like the specialist is going to come in from Base God J. Now it's gone. But the pre-fire as well. So Shade running out of lives here. It's looking very, very close, but anybody can take it. You see Alpha was taken, and this control point's almost taken as well. Squiggly Lines trying to do anything it can, but the streak's now being utilized from Lone Boy. That's going to take a couple off of Covert, and now is really where you got to use your streaks as well. Nize has to use his. I mean, maybe not like right now because you do have an extra point to tick, but if someone is able to get inside Sushi and play their life, then it's just a rip for Covert. So it's going to come down to these momentary gunfights. You see Covert playing lives right now, just waiting for anybody to push out of position. You see Shade did use their crash ability as well, so now they have extra health to utilize, but Zertz does have this grab slam. He's not going to be able to use it though quite yet. And so kills now being in place. Base God Instinct is actually going to use his Tempest, but he's going to be shut down right after that. And no more lives for the side of Covert. It is now 5-7 on the live counter. Shade is up. Anybody can win it here, but you see Zertz does have this grab slam, and he can push in here and get an easy 2-piece. I don't know why he didn't do it, but I honestly think he should have. But Base God J's getting tagged up from behind, almost died. Just barely surviving here, and he's got to use that grab slam, but you see Covert, only 2 remaining, and he's being tagged up from the back, and Mythic, the last one remaining, and just like that, it's going to be a round win for the side of Shade. And now we're going to round 5 of this control game here. Some good shots from Nize, and those are the shots you need in order to win this. They didn't have good shots for the first 2 games, and bounce back from that pretty good. They should really just continue out on the slaying. You see they're going to go for A right off the rip. It looks like Nize is getting close to these streaks as well. That's kind of why I'm staying on board with him. You see he's putting some shots into Mythic. They're not able to finish out the kill. This hill is contested. And just like that, Nize is going to be shut down off of streaks as well. So a little bit of a misplay from him. He might have been able to get something more than that going for him. But you see Zertz getting a kill there on Lonely Boy. Lone Boy, but looks like Herp just randomly pushing over here. He's got Annihilator to use as well, so it'll be interesting to see when he uses it. Not if he uses it, but when he uses it, because everything's going to come out this round. People are going to get all of the special. Oh, actually, I didn't even notice the specialists on the side of Shade. A lot of people have them over there. You got two people, Herp and Lone Boy, and they got streaks to utilize. They got everything utilized, but look at just how Covert is outslaying right now. I mean, it's 25-8. He got up like 5 kills now. And oh, the Tempest actually has to come out from Shade. They don't want to give up a lot of lives here. I see Renegon pushing up right now. Not able to connect with anything, so he's wasting shots right there. He's able to get one though. The Tempest shot onto one. Finishes out the kill. They should be able to capture a B. Mythic runs out of ammo. That's going to cost him a bit there, but you see one player inside that little 18-wheeler. That's going to give him a little bit of an advantage, but you see Shade just losing lives back and forth, back and forth. Neze's trying to spot out anybody pushing out of position there. They're not able to do so, but you see now it's going to come down to an A push here, and Neze still got streaks to utilize. I'm waiting for the time where he uses this. I mean, they're down 5 lives. Now is the time really when you got to use it. And you see they do have that vision pulse to utilize as well, so they know where these players are located. But really anybody can win it here. Oh my god, Zertz, absolutely insane. Herp uses it as an Annihilator and gets shut down, and now 6 lives to 15, and this is it. Ladies and gentlemen, Covert have the aggression. Zertz has the grab slam, and this is it. They're out of lives. No more chances. This is it. 2 down, 2 left already. It's Lone Boy and Nize, and I mean, like I said, they should have just used the streaks, and just like that, Covert
That's a hard fail.
get the 3-0 sweep. Our second 3-0 sweep of the day. We had, oh my gosh, now that I notice it today, we had 2 3-0 sweeps and 2 Game 5s. Just an excellent day of COD. And let's just look at the stats real quick. I see Zertz going off, 30 and 21 from him. 38 and 20. Okay, look. Mythic, I'm sorry. Alright? I don't know how many times I gotta say it, bro. I am sorry for calling you out in the S&D. Okay? You're a good player. You're a god, dude. I'm sorry. I know I call him out so hard in the S&D. So hard. But look at that comeback, man. Look at that. 38 and 24, man. I can't make that up, dude. You're a god. That's all I gotta say, dude. Congrats to Covert Gaming, though. Covert Esports. I don't know why I keep on saying gaming. Covert Esports. They are a very solid team. Base got J. I mean, he had an excellent S&D, winning some of those rounds single-handedly. Squiggly Lines, one of the best Maddox Iron Sight player. Well, the best Iron Sight Maddox player I've seen, because, I mean, I can't use it word beans. So, good job to him. 29 and 19 from Nize, but I mean, it just seemed like he was playing his life a little bit too much. He didn't want to use his streaks at all. I mean, just, I don't know what to say to that, but all I gotta say is GG's. Congratulations again to Covert Esports and Shade Gaming. They really have to bounce back after that. Losing a 3-0, especially in the first game, is just a difficult pill to swallow. You know, you do not want to offer up that that map, but since they did, it's just going to be a very difficult road ahead of them. They got to win their next game, and if they want to continue on in this league and make it to playoffs, they just got to